Welcome to Slip Logic. Today we're breaking down 4 key matches from Brazil's Serie A. As always, we skip the hype and emotions. Instead, we deliver clear, data-driven insights using expected goals, tactical friction points, personnel impact, and market value so you can understand where the real edges exist. Let's get started. Today we're breaking down a key Brasileirão Serie A matchup, Cruzeiro versus Botafogo at Estádio Mineirão. We focus on the underlying metrics, tactical friction, personnel impact, and where the real value might exist. Let's get into the data. Looking at the rolling 6-match sample, both teams show clear trends. At home, Cruzeiro generate 1.32 NPXG per 90 and score 1.33 goals per game. Defensively, they concede just 0.83 goals per game from 0.91 NPXGA. Their home structure is compact and reliable. Botafogo have been less consistent on the road. They score 1.20 goals per game from 1.28 NPXG, but concede 1.45 goals per game from 1.38 NPXGA. They have failed to keep a clean sheet in 5 of their last 6 away fixtures.
This matchup features a territorial battle. Cruzeiro control the home game with 54.2% possession and a 56.8% field tilt. They use a structured 10.8 PPDA press to force turnovers. Botafogo play with 48.5% possession and a low 42.3% field tilt on the road, using a looser 13.4 PPDA. The stylistic clash is Cruzeiro's positional dominance versus Botafogo's vertical counterattacks. Cruzeiro will try to overload the half spaces and isolate Botafogo's fullbacks.
Personnel news favors Cruzeiro. They have their core available, with Mateus Pereira and Caio Jorge anchoring the attack. This maintains their consistent shot creation baseline. Botafogo are dealing with a disrupted midfield and defensive structure. The absence of key rotational players reduces their progressive passing and defensive coverage, making them more vulnerable away from home.
This game should be controlled by the home side. Cruzeiro will establish early dominance and keep Botafogo pinned back. They will use sustained pressure to break down the visitors' low block. Botafogo will try to counter, but their road defensive issues make it difficult. Definitive conclusion: Cruzeiro's home strength and superior metrics make them favorites. The clearest selection is Cruzeiro EC moneyline, draw no bet, or under 2.5 goals.
Current market pricing shows Cruzeiro as favorites at -130, with the draw at +260 and Botafogo at +350. The real value lies in Cruzeiro draw no bet, Asian handicap 0 at -275. Our modeling gives Cruzeiro an 82.5% chance of avoiding defeat. This creates a strong +12.2% expected value. The bookmakers are underpricing Cruzeiro's home sustainability against Botafogo's road struggles. The smart money backs Cruzeiro draw no bet, -275. Next up, EC Bahia versus SC Corinthians at Arena Fonte Nova. Looking at the rolling 6-match sample, the home side holds a clear edge. At home, EC Bahia generate 1.45 NPXG per 90 and score 1.40 goals per game. Defensively, they concede just 0.85 goals per game from 0.92 NPXGA. Their home process is controlled and sustainable. SC Corinthians have been less consistent on the road. They score 1.10 goals per game from 1.05 NPXG, but concede 1.35 goals per game from 1.42 NPXGA. Their away defensive metrics show noticeable vulnerability.
This matchup features a territorial battle. Bahia control the home game with 57.2% possession and a 58.5% field tilt. They use a high-frequency 9.8 PPDA press to disrupt buildup. Corinthians play with 46.5% possession and a low 41.0% field tilt on the road, using a looser 13.8 PPDA. The stylistic clash is Bahia's positional dominance versus Corinthians' vertical transitions. Bahia will overload Zone 14 through Everton Ribeiro and Gian Lucas to create cutback opportunities.
Personnel news favors Bahia. They have their primary engine available with Everton Ribeiro, Jean Lucas, and Willian José. This maintains their consistent shot creation baseline above 1.4 xG per home match. Corinthians have Rodrigo Garro and Yuri Alberto available, but their away midfield pivot surrenders high shot volume, leaving their center backs exposed to direct attacks.
This game should be controlled by the home side. Bahia will establish early dominance and keep Corinthians pinned back. They will use sustained pressure to break down the visitors' low block. Corinthians will try to counter through Depay and Garro, but their road defensive issues make it difficult. Definitive conclusion. Bahia's home strength and superior metrics make them favorites. The clearest selection is EC Bahia moneyline 90-minute interval or EC Bahia minus 0.25 Asian handicap.
Current market pricing shows Bahia as favorites at plus 108, with the draw at plus 231 and Corinthians at plus 237. Our modeling gives Bahia a 56.5% chance of winning at home. This creates a strong plus 17.5% expected value at plus 108. The bookmakers are underpricing Bahia's home territorial dominance against Corinthians' away struggles. The smart money backs EC Bahia 90-minute moneyline plus 108. Now we move on to the third match featuring CR Flamengo versus Sao Paulo FC at the Maracana. Looking at the rolling 6-match sample, Flamengo hold a clear home edge. At home, Flamengo generate 1.42 non-PXG per 90 and score 1.80 goals per game. Defensively, they concede just 0.90 goals per game from 0.95 NPXGA. Their home process is dominant and sustainable. Sao Paulo have been less consistent on the road. They score 1.30 goals per game from 1.20 NPXG, but concede 1.20 goals per game from 1.32 NPXGA. Their away defensive metrics show noticeable vulnerability.
This matchup features a territorial battle. Flamengo control the home game with 62% possession and a 64.5% field tilt. They use an intense 8.8 PPDA counterpress to force turnovers. Sao Paulo play with 58% possession overall, but see their away field tilt drop to 44.0%, relying on a passive 13.2 PPDA low block. The stylistic clash is Flamengo's positional dominance versus Sao Paulo's vertical counterattacks. Flamengo will overload Zone 14 through Arrascaeta and Pedro to create cutback opportunities.
Personnel news favors Flamengo. They have their primary engine available with Pedro, Arrascaeta, Everton Cebolinha, and Leo Ortiz. This maintains their consistent shot creation baseline above 1.5 xG per home match. San Paulo have Jonathan Calleri and Luciano available, but their away midfield pivot allows high shot volume, leaving their center backs exposed to direct attacks. This game should be controlled by the home side. Flamengo will establish early dominance and keep San Paulo pinned back. They will use sustained pressure to break down the visitors' low block. San Paulo will try to counter through Calleri and Luciano, but the road defensive issues make it difficult. Definitive conclusion. Flamengo's home strength and superior metrics make them favorites. The clearest selection is Flamengo moneyline 90-minute or Flamengo minus 1.0 Asian handicap.
Current market pricing shows Flamengo as favorites at minus 210, with the draw at plus 320 and San Paulo at plus 550. The real value lies in Flamengo minus 1.0 Asian handicap at minus 122. Our modeling gives Flamengo a 65.0% chance of winning by 2 or more goals, or stake returned on a 1-goal win. This creates a strong plus 18.3% expected value. The bookmakers are underpricing Flamengo's home goal margin potential at the Maracana. The smart money targets Flamengo minus 1.0 Asian handicap at minus 122.
Last but not least, we are breaking down Red Bull Bragantino versus Coritiba FC at Estadio Municipal Cicero de Souza Marques. Let's get into the data. Looking at the rolling 6-match sample, Bragantino hold a clear home edge. At home, Bragantino generate 1.42 NPXG per 90 and score 1.50 goals per game. Defensively, they concede just 0.83 goals per game from 0.95 NPXGA. Their home process is efficient and sustainable. Coritiba have struggled on the road. They score 0.80 goals per game from 0.92 NPXG, but concede 1.60 goals per game from 1.52 NPXGA. Their away defensive metrics show significant fragility.
This matchup features a territorial battle.
Bragantino dominate at home with 56.8% possession and a 58.0 field tilt. They use an aggressive 9.4 PPDA counterpress to force turnovers. Coritiba play with 46.0% possession and a low 41.2% field tilt on the road, using a passive 13.8 PPDA. The stylistic clash is Bragantino's positional overloads in the half spaces versus Coritiba's deep defensive block. Bragantino will consistently generate 2v1 situations and high percentage cutbacks.
Personnel news favors Bragantino. They have Henry Mosquera and Eduardo Sasha available, maintaining a steady creation baseline. The absence of Fernando dos Santos Pedro slightly alters wide rotation, but the attacking core remains strong. Coritiba have Lucas Ronier and Sebastian Gomez available, but their away midfield concedes high shot volume, putting pressure on goalkeeper Pedro Marisco. This game should be controlled by the home side. Bragantino will establish early dominance and keep Coritiba pinned back. They will use sustained pressure to break down the visitors' low block. Coritiba will try to counter, but their road defensive issues make it difficult. Definitive conclusion: Bragantino's home dominance and superior metrics make them favorites. The clearest selection is Red Bull Bragantino moneyline 90-minute or Red Bull Bragantino minus 0.75 Asian handicap.
Current market pricing shows Bragantino as favorites at minus 138, with the draw at plus 260 and Coritiba at plus 380. Our modeling gives Bragantino a 66.0% chance of winning at home. This creates a strong plus 13.5% expected value at minus 138. The bookmakers are underpricing Bragantino's territorial dominance and home defensive consistency. The smart money backs Red Bull Bragantino 90-minute moneyline, minus 138.
That's our full data breakdown for Red Bull Bragantino versus Coritiba. Drop your prediction in the comments. Can Bragantino get the win? Like the video if you enjoyed this approach, and subscribe for more logical football content. See you in the next one.